Hello everyone. Today, we'll explore how we interact through digital technologies and the impact it has on our communication in educational and professional settings. Can you recall all the communications you've had today? What digital technologies did you use? Why did you choose those specific tools for each purpose? Understanding our choices helps us appreciate the versatility of digital communication and how it meets our diverse needs, from socializing and entertainment to learning and professional collaboration. In this session, we'll delve into the various modes of digital communication, their pros and cons, and how to use them effectively in school and workplace to enhance our communication efficiency. What is digital communication? Digital communication involves the use of digital technologies to transmit information electronically. It includes emails, instant messaging, social media, video conferencing, and more. These tools have revolutionized the way we connect, learn, and collaborate. We communicate for various purposes: developing social relationships, exchanging information, learning new skills, and collaborating with others. In educational settings, digital tools like learning management systems, video conferencing, and collaborative apps facilitate learning and teaching. In the workplace, tools like email, project management software, and professional networking platforms enhance collaboration and efficiency. Let's explore some examples of these tools and how they serve different purposes. In education, tools like Google Classroom and Moodle help manage coursework and facilitate communication between teachers and students. Video conferencing tools like Zoom and Microsoft Teams enable virtual classes and collaborative projects. For engagement, apps like Kahoot and Quizlet make learning interactive and fun. In the professional realm, communication tools such as Slack and Teams offer real-time messaging and collaboration. Project management platforms like Asana and Trello help organize tasks and track progress. LinkedIn serves as a powerful networking platform to connect with industry peers and showcase professional achievements. Can you recall other digital tools that you have used for your study other than what mentioned above? Different communication modes have their advantages and limitations. Understanding these helps us choose the most effective method for our intended purpose. Let's consider verbal, nonverbal, written, and visual communication and how they play out in digital contexts. Real-time face-to-face communication. The advantages of it include immediate feedback, emotional expression, and nonverbal communication. While there is potential misinterpretation, no permanent record, language barriers. Nonverbal communication refers to eye contact and body language, which usually comes with verbal communication. It enhances verbal messages and allows quick conveyance of emotions. For written communication, such as messaging, emails, and reports, which is mainly textual, they leave a permanent record for later checking and access. Yet, it is often more time-consuming to prepare the materials. And there is also potential for misinterpretation. Visual communication highlights the power of images, infographics, video, etc. They are able to present complex information in a simpler, more understandable manner, and therefore result in better retention and engagement. However, it is often more resource-intensive for preparation and presentation. By being aware of these pros and cons, we can tailor our communication approach, choose the most appropriate way or a mixture of them, to suit the context and audience, enhancing overall effectiveness.
Reflective time.
Which mode of communication are you most comfortable with? What are its pros and cons?
There is also another way to understand mode of communication: synchronism in communication. Communication can be synchronous, real-time, or asynchronous, delayed response. For example, phone calls and video conferences are synchronous, allowing immediate interaction. Emails and messaging can be asynchronous, offering flexibility for the recipient to respond at their convenience. Think about how urgently you need the other person or people to respond, and how much time they may need to process the information. Discuss them if you need to. Understanding when to use each can improve efficiency and respect others' time. Let's look at a comparison. Face-to-face, verbal and non-verbal, synchronous. Phone call, verbal, synchronous. Messaging, written, can be synchronous or asynchronous. Email, written, asynchronous. Video conference, verbal and non-verbal, synchronous. By selecting the appropriate mode and timing, we can enhance the effectiveness of our communication in digital environments. Interactions via digital tools. Email. Email remains a fundamental tool in both education and the workplace. Its wide reach, efficiency, and ability to provide a written record make it indispensable. Let's discuss why email is still so prevalent and how to use it effectively, especially when communicating with teachers or colleagues. When emailing, especially in a professional or academic setting, consider the recipient's perspective. Subject line: be clear and specific. Teachers receive many emails daily. A clear and specific subject line helps them quickly understand the purpose of your email. For example, Corsian G100, question about midterm assignment due date is more helpful than homework question. Greeting: use a respectful salutation to show politeness and set a professional tone. Using Dear Professor, last name, or Hi Doctor, last name, instead of just Dear Professor or Dear Teacher. If you are not sure what salutation to be used, you can always check the school website or course syllabus for verification. Introduction: briefly introduce yourself if necessary, especially if it's your first email or if the class is large. For example, my name is, your name, and I am in your course name class. Body: be concise and to the point. Clearly state your question or request and provide any necessary context. Closing: and with a courteous sign-off, such as best regards or sincerely, followed by your full name. Formatting enhances readability. Use short paragraphs, bullet points, and proper fonts or highlights to make your email easy to read and understand. Proofread before sending to avoid errors and miscommunication. Nowadays, we may use generative AI tools to help us draft our emails. But it is also important to proofread the draft yourself to check if it is delivering your messages before sending it out. By crafting thoughtful emails, you build positive relationships with your teachers and colleagues. It shows professionalism, respect, and attention to detail. Remember, your emails reflect on you, so take the time to make them clear and effective. Interactions via digital tools. Video conferencing. Video conferencing has become a common practice in education and the workplace, especially after the rise of remote learning and working. While it simulates face-to-face interaction, it comes with its own set of challenges and best practices. Let's explore some skills and awareness needed for effective communication via video conferences. Key skills for video conferencing. Technical proficiency: be familiar with the platform's features. Be mentally prepared to handle common technical issues like audio problems, poor internet connections. Presentation skills: speak clearly at a moderate speed, maintain eye contact by looking at the camera, and use appropriate body language. Environmental awareness: ensure good lighting, a neutral background, and minimize background noise. Supplementing communication with visual aids like slides, videos, and interactive elements can enhance engagement and understanding during virtual meetings. Utilize the tools available. Screen sharing: present slides or documents to support your points. Virtual whiteboards: collaborate in real time. Polls and quizzes: engage participants and gather feedback. Remember to repeat information when necessary, as technical glitches can cause participants to miss parts of the conversation. Being proactive in addressing these challenges improves the overall effectiveness of the communication.
Reflective time.
To you, what are the most critical impacts of Gen AI development on digital communication?
To sum up for this lecture, by better understanding the purpose and urgency of the communication and the pros and cons of different modes of communication, we can choose a more suitable digital tool for it. Let's keep this in our minds and practice it in our daily life. For additional resources and information, please visit the Digital Competence Education platform.